Okay, so let's answer a couple of questions, at least for myself. Is it worth buying the TRD air filters for the new Tundra? And also, does it make a difference with or without that silencer cover that they put on here? So I'm going to run a couple tests here real quick, and let's see if I can actually tell a difference, especially since there's so much augmented fake engine noise that comes in through the stereo system. I was going to disable that and do the video, but actually I'm going to leave it piped in, and let's see if we can actually tell, because a lot of people are probably not going to do the disable. So let's see if this is even worth the cost of these filters, because as you know, probably you have to buy two of these since you have two air boxes. So let's take a quick drive with just the setup stock, and let's see what it sounds like. All right, so for this first test, right now we're driving with everything set up stock. We have the stock factory air filters in there. I have the silencer cover installed. I actually have it in eco mode. Believe it or not, I actually find driving in eco is probably, for me, and driving around the city, it's fine. I really can't tell that much of a difference from normal to eco, but if I can squeeze a couple more ounces per mile out of the gas, I'll try it. I'm averaging right now, I'm not exactly been driving this thing like a baby, but I've been getting, as you can see here, 11.2, which isn't that bad, considering that I don't exactly baby this. So this is, I'm gonna, you know what, let's put this on, let's put it on normal, since I'm not sure how many people actually drive around in eco like myself, but let's try this thing in normal mode and windows up, and let's see, hear what she sounds like in the normal mode. All right, so here we go. We're gonna make a turn, and I'm gonna put this thing to the floor, and not too bad. But unfortunately, that's a lot of augmented fake engine noise that comes in here. So that's unfortunate, but as soon as I get a green here, let's try it again. This is just to the floor factory. Okay, not bad. Let's go up here and swap the air box. Should I do one more? You know what? Let's do one more. Okay, for this next run, you know what? Let's put this thing in. Let's put it in sport mode. I think this is where you kind of really hear the augmented crap they put in here. All right, here we go. Okay, so that is sport mode, and the one thing that I do notice in sport mode, besides the extra fake augmented engine noise, it's kind of like those of you that have ever had a pedal commander. It's kind of like driving with a pedal commander installed. It makes the gas pedal a little bit more, the throttle's a little bit more touchy. Does it actually bump up the performance? I don't know. I think it just makes everything a little bit more responsive. It might change the shift points, but it's not enough for me to notice, to tell you the truth. That's one of the reasons why I drive in eco mode, because the differences are so subtle, it's really not even worth making the changes. So let's try changing everything out. I'm gonna go do some swapping here, and let's make a couple more. You know what, before I swap out the factory air cleaners, let's just see, let's remove this this silencer and do the same runs. This is the factory silencer, and it's funny, it even tells it even tells you that this cover slash silencer is what it's called. But yeah, this is supposed to kind of quiet things down. I'm sure it's supposed to be meant to dampen the noise that you get from the lifters and whatnot. It's really not meant to help with heating up the engine or anything. If anything, I think it hinders it. But let's try making a couple runs with just the silencer removed with the factory air cleaners in there, and see if there's any noticeable difference in sound. We're just dealing with sound right now. All right, so this next run, factory air cleaner, you see the TRD setup is there. This is just with the factory setup. Let's see what it sounds like in normal mode. All right, well, I don't know if I really noticed anything different as far as sound goes. All right, so let me go down here, spin around. We'll put this thing in sport mode and see if there's anything noticeable. Okay, so now we're gonna put it into sport mode. We've got the TRD air cleaners out, air filters out. Let's try this in sport mode. I don't know. Does anybody hear any difference? It's really hard to tell. It's hard to tell, I think, with the augmented. It sounds the same to me. Okay, well, you know what? Let's leave the silencer off, and let's go throw in these TRD air filters, see if it makes any difference. All right. So these are the factory air cleaners, air filters that come in here. And I don't need to tell you where they go or where they come from. I hope not anyway. Anyway, this is the TRD air filter that you can buy, the air cleaner, and they range anywhere from 65 to 100 bucks a piece. I've seen them for different prices all over the interweb, but I wanted to try this first. I mean, AFE makes an intake kit. It's not cheap though, and those of you that have been watching my channel, you've seen what we've tried a lot of different intakes. You know, K&N, the Blackhawk series for the Chevys. I mean, the Ford Raptor. I mean, we tried a bunch of different intakes, and before I go and get the AFE, I really wanted to try this route, because with this setup, I'm not sure that the benefits are going to be there enough to validate spending that much money, at least for me. This is just for me. So I'm going to try this. I did a little bit of research on some other people that have done this. I don't want to claim that some of the stuff that I've read and some of the people that have told me what kind of results they've got, if it's really true. So I'm just going to go out there and just give you the honest truth, whether or not it's worth it, especially with this augmented fake engine noise that they pipe in here from Toyota. It's kind of, I don't know if it's going to be worth that extra money, but I want to be able to hear the turbos. That would be great. I'd love to hear a little bit more turbo sounds. Man, hopefully this will add to it. So anyway, let me shut up and install these, and let's go try it. We're going to leave the silencer cover off. I really don't see any benefit to having that on. This first setup, we're going to do it in normal mode. I got the factory air cleaners out, and we're going to go out here and hammer it and see what we got. Well, I don't know if it's a placebo or if it's just me knowing. Sound-wise, I don't know that I hear a difference. Performance-wise, I don't know, I thought it might have got up and went a little bit better. I guess without really timing it, it's really hard to tell. All right, so let's go up here, spin her around. Let's try running it back in sport mode and see if we see any difference. Okay, in sport mode. maybe it's just me, but not really any noticeable difference. I'm sure there is something. There's got to be. And maybe in the engine bay you can hear more sound. Maybe on the outside there's more sound. It's probably what I should do, some drive-by sounds. But as far as driver feedback, what do I hear in here? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything. Like I said, there's so much augment. Let me put this back into my favorite mode here. As far as what I feel and what the driver experience is there enough to warrant going out and buying these? I guess it's up to you. I mean, am I happy that I got them? Yeah, I guess. You know, I guess if it anything that, I'm sure that Toyota didn't build these intake or these air filters for no reason. I'm sure there's got to be some good performance upgrades to it. But as far as after this augmented sound that they pipe in here, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if I can. I guess I'll have to go back and watch these videos a little bit closer. But immediately, do I feel the difference? No, I really don't. I know that there's some videos out there on the interweb that say differently, and you know, that's their opinion. I'm just telling you mine. So do I think it's a big difference? I don't feel it. So anyway, thanks for watching. It is what it is. I just kind of tell it like it is, and let's stay tuned for whatever I do next. You know, maybe it was the nitrous. I should have turned on the nitrous bottles. Yeah, I don't know. All right, thanks for watching.